you said in the last kind of interview we had that Peter really was your biggest like motivation to kind of just get into like the position you are now.
Yes.
And I know now that you're kind of like taking like a really big control here. Does he have any like impacts or like why did he really start this kind of company, and like does he have any stories or anything behind why he wanted to
Yeah, he
like
actually
get into
does.
that?
He does. He actually went to school and became a teacher. He was a
Okay.
first grade teacher at Riverside. He worked 1 year and decided that he wasn't the kind of person to sit in a class all day.
Mm-hmm.
He needed to be more active and out. So there was actually an incident probably 50 or 60 years ago where there was a fire downtown and it affected some students.
Oh no.
So he said he vowed he was going to start buying properties, and he knew he could provide better housing and safer housing for the kids.
Oh, okay.
Knock on wood, he has never had any incidents.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what started it. But he goes through, and a lot of the properties he owns, he has like fond memories because he was born and raised here.
Yeah.
And I actually love to go around with him. Just
And he always has like a story that
always
points it out.
Yeah. We were driving by one day, and there was a sign on a house on Church Street.
Yeah.
He's like, "Wait, stop." He's like, "We got to buy that house." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I got my first bloody nose there." So it's just, yeah.
So it's always like something like really
Yeah.
kind of a good story behind it.
Yes, and then he like a building on Main Street he bought because he used to work at Henderson's clothing store as a kid, and so he tends to do that, and he goes all over town and just has stories everywhere because he's lived here 80 years.
Is there a good story? I know you guys don't know too much about Emmons Farms, but is there a good story behind that or anything why he bought that, or is that just a big property?
No, there is always a story.
Okay.
He has been actually in awe of that property for years.
Okay.
Years ago, he was running for alderman in the city.
Okay.
And one of his good friends, Mr. Bellino, was the manager and lived at Emmons Farms. So he introduced him to the owner of, that lived in the mansion. And he walked in and he was trying to get a donation from her, and he ended up getting one. And they became friends. So he started going up there a lot, and then his mom became friends with him, and in fact, the pool that was out in front.
Yeah, so they kind of saw like...
He learned to swim because they kicked him in the pool. Just kicked him in.
no.
So go learn to swim.
There you go. That's a good story. Now he can always say that.
So he's been kind of, had fond memories for years, and
Yeah.
when it came for sale, he just couldn't help himself.
Okay.
Had to have it.
Well, I think you gave us some very good intel, but last thing, if you could, honestly, would you... I guess you could say, like, would you think that Oneonta and living here is a good spot for people to come, whether visit or live here, like, entirely?
I do, yes. I mean, I've had opportunities, of course, to leave the area, but no, it's just a really great, calm, quiet area. You have your restaurant, you have some art stuff, and, entertainment, and no, it's great community living.
All right, well, I thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
And, all right.